Hello everyone, a special thank you to Carolyn. In my hometown of Durham, North Carolina, we go by the nickname of the Bull City. This is Divine Nine Eyewear, where we bring that love and feeling back to glasses. I am the hardest working optician on the internet. My name is See More Better, but call me Mo Better, because I'm going to have you seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I show you Carolyn's, wait, are you ready for this? What? The Delta Sigma Theta prescription eyewear. That's right, it's got the 1913 on one side. excuse me. It's got the Greek letters at the temple. It's got the elephant logo on the corner. I'm going to show you all the sizes and all the colors coming up, but let's go ahead and begin working. You're going to watch me cut her prescription lenses. I'm going to take the frame, put it into the tracing element of my blocker. I want to assign a barcode number to this job so that she's in my hometown, but if someone else lives all the way across country, years from now, should they ever need new lenses for this frame, I can pull it up from my database, cut this shape, and send them right to you, and you're going to see how to pop them in. So I'm going to hit the start button. A little stylus is going to go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before we're doing the same thing on the left. Here at Divine Nine Eyewear, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You purchase any frame, you'll get one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for your purchase. Now, I do not accept any vision insurance plans, but I can get you an itemized receipt that you can file for your out-of-network reimbursement. And as inexpensive as these are, as I'm pricing these things to go because I want to build the brand, you'll be shocked at, hang on, my wife's texting me. Hang on, don't look at my watch, don't look at my watch, don't look at it. Okay, so my wife's finally responding to a text I sent earlier. But, so I've traced the shape of the lens, that's that up there. And the next step, I want to enter her pupillary distance so we get the optical centers not only the equal width, but at the proper height. So I measure just like the crosshairs of a scope, I measure vertically and horizontally to put the optical centers dead center in front of her eye. So the pupillary distance for the right eye is 33. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm only going to tap this plus button at the bottom of the screen one time. It goes up in half millimeter increments. I want to raise this up about 2.5 millimeters. To 22, I'm going to mark that 2.5 above at 22. Now I have to get the lenses prepped. This is a Marco 101 lensometer. Essentially, it's like a microscope. It allows me to read the prescription in the lens. Her right eye is -1 1/4, -75 at 95. I'm going to turn the axis wheel to 95, exactly halfway between 90 and 100. Take the lens out of the packet, -1 1/4, -75. Look at this. I even ordered her prescription lenses that it was crimson and cream on the packet. You know that's just too good to be true. But I got to be cute for y'all, so I know how much the colors mean. So put the power drum. I'll start at 0. Okay. Put the power drum on -1 1/4. I'm going to rotate her prescription lens until the spherical component comes into view first, which it does. Clamp that down. Find the optical center again, the geometric center of the lens. Put 3 dots on the lenses. Let me darken them so you at home can follow along. 1, 2, 8. Oh, I think I mathed wrong. Alright, that's the right lens. Let's do the same thing for the left. This is unique. She has +50. She's far-sighted in her right eye, nearsighted in her left. That does happen, just not that often. So I'm going to spin the axis wheel to 80. Put the power drum on +50. Put the lens in, rotate until the spherical component comes into view first. Put 3 dots on the lenses. And I'm going to put an L on here, which is Latin for not right. Like me, I ain't right either. And if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, it's a bad joke, but you'll be telling it tomorrow. All right, so this is a, let me grab these. This is a block or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach a double-sided adhesive sticker to this that will stick to your lens. I've got those here. The black side is the sticky side. Stick that one onto the first block, place it on the platform, do the same thing for the second one. Pull the paperweight to make the black side sticky. On the back, that little silver button is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Place that there. And the reason why I put the dots on there, it tells me that the lens is oriented in there just perfectly. So I've already entered the pupillary distance and the optical center height. I always like to make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. Hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. Place that over there. Let's go ahead and get the left lens. Oh, come on now. Pull the paperweight and make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Pupillary distance for the left eye, 32.5. So I'm going to enter that value, 32.5. Place the blue cross is the geometric center of the frame. Her eye is just above that in inset. And hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the left lens. Now, this is the tracer, this is the blocker, this is what's known as the edger. It costs $40,000, it weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter, then you can cut your own lenses at home, and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs and the bad jokes to cut them for you. But what's going to do, inside here is a diamond crusted wheel that's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. That's fine. That's going to grind the lens down to the final size. This wheel in the center that has that little V-shaped bevel in there, that's what's going to put the bevel onto the lens that corresponds with the bevel of the frame. Now I'm going to wake up the computer. Now if you notice her job ID number, 4864. By the way, this is volume 4,864 of my 500,000 part series on making a pair of glasses for every Delta in this country. So stay tuned for episode number 500,000, because something special is going to happen. Actually, what's going to happen is I'm going to need to sit down, have a snack, and take a nap. That's what's going to happen after 500,000 pairs of glasses. But 4,864, that number pulls up here, 4,864. So I've moved the shape and coordinates to here. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, which is a third material, I would select that, but we're going to stick with polycarbonate because it's my lens material of choice. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens, but I am going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. The front doesn't need one, but the rear will. I'm going to place the magnet into the chuck. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to go into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Did I mention free bad jokes with the purchase of every pair of glasses? All right, so I'm going to hit the start button. The door is going to close. The clamp is going to shut. The lens is going to be traced by two white styluses. Well, formerly known as white. They're kind of off-white. We need to clean those. It's going to go around and trace the shape of the right lens. On the first go around, the second go around, it's going to measure the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Although, Carolyn, you're not going to have any edge thickness in this frame with your prescription. But I do cut some very strong lenses all day long, so if I need to move the lens manually to move it forward or backwards so it fits in the frame better, I can do that. Now, the light you see flickering in the background, that's water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, water will spray onto these lenses, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you may see beginning to form at the edge of the lenses. But as I mentioned, these lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics-grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It has 100% UVA and UVB protection. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that have to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Now, the other nice feature of the lenses, she has the anti-reflective coating That is 3 features in one. The first feature is that it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. With street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights and such. The second feature, it reduces reflection. So if someone's taking a picture of you, or if you're taking a selfie, excuse me, you're less likely to see the phone in your lens. Or if someone's looking at you, as I was going to say, they're less likely to see their reflection in your glasses. It makes for much better eye contact. Now the third feature, so water's begun spraying. It tells me it's in the last 20 seconds. The third feature is the machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. So because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. Now a little wheel just came out with a very small bevel wheel. It's putting a safety bevel on the back surface of the lens. Now the lens is not sharp at all, but I want to smooth that out because as you see, I'm about to press the lens into the frame for the first go around. And I do not want, should the lens have any sharp edges, I do not want them to come in contact with the front surface of the frame, possibly mar or scratch the finish. I am a bit of a perfectionist. I've been doing this for 25 years. And I should back up and say that I'm not a musician, but one day I woke up and realized I'm just a cover band. I'm putting lenses in other people's songs. By the way, I can provide you with Ralph Lauren, Harley Davidson, BMW, Ray-Ban, Oakley, Cazals, more Ray-Bans, Versace. I got Prada, I got Coach. Let me know if you want Burberry. I'm thinking about picking them up. But I realized I'm just putting lenses in other people's songs, so I wanted to write my own songs. I have personally cut over tens of thousands of lenses for people in my community, and now I want to do it out there for the Divine Nine community. So, again, the lens has been smooth. I'm going to see if it fits first time around. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner. I have the side I'm working on closest to me. I'm not trying to reach across the frame. Feet standing about shoulders apart, elbows touching my sides bent at a right angle. This is what you're going to do if you ever need new lenses in the future. You're going to tuck it in at the outside corner, press down at the edges, and it does not want to go. So yeah, I just don't want to force anything rough against the frame front. So I'm going to take it down about 0.2 of a millimeter. Hit the retouch button. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, but instead of going to the cutting wheel, it's just going to go back to the bevel wheel. And this buys me a little bit more time because I'm going to embarrass Carolyn. I found this book of great African Americans of Durham County, the county in which I live. I was flipping through the pages and I gave her a little bit of privacy. I saw her picture, and I've been helping her for years, and she's been a wonderfully supportive person for me. But I saw her picture, I said, Carolyn, come on, can I get your autograph? And I told her about this project. She had been very supportive of me the whole time. I promised her she was going to get one of the first pair as soon as they came in. I called her, I said, this is the call you've been waiting for, please come on in. But she's been an inspiration to me the whole time, not just me, everyone in this town. In fact, if there was a book just on good people in my community, she would be on the first page because she is so nice, she's so wonderful, she is so intelligent, and way more intelligent than me, but she makes herself easy to talk to. She's a great listener, and I just want to let her talk because I'm embarrassed her some more, and everyone else tells her that her voice sounds just like Maya Angelou. And man, I want her to tell me some bedtime stories. Just record them. I'll play them at home. This isn't a podcast, so I can listen to them as I go to sleep. But am I embarrassing you, Carolyn? By the way, y'all, I am a professional. As I said, I've been doing this for 25 years. I went to college for this. I'm licensed. I passed the state board exam. I joke around a lot because I take my work very seriously, just not myself. And I remind everyone, if you don't know what you're doing at work, you better act professional. But because I do know what I'm doing, I can joke around and have fun. So again, I'm tucking it in at the outside corners. Press down at the nose. I still don't want to go in. All right, I'm going to back it down a little bit more. What I'm doing is called a cold mount. Now, a lot of optical shops will go use heat. Just an expensive hair dryer. That's all this is. Warm the frame up, and it makes the plastic more pliable. I do what's known as the cold insert. I want to snap it in there because if I were to heat it up and the lens were a little large, the lens is exerting force all the way around the frame. It would cause the frame to stretch, or what we in the industry called roll. This is the weakest part of the frame. This is the thickest. So if there was force on this frame, the bottom of the frame would roll outwards, giving you an ugly cosmetic look as well as shortening the life of the frame. And that's why I want to do a cold insert where it snaps in there perfectly. The only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra at the beginning, and I'm going to take the time to make sure it fits perfectly. I could cheat and use the hot air, but I ain't gonna. By the way, I do have, this is the first of the fraternities and sororities. I've been approved by the Deltas and the Omega Psi Phi. I've got the frames for Omegas. I've been approved by Kappa Alpha Psi, and those frames are still coming in. I'm hoping to have them in about 2 months. Please be patient. I'm going to have all of the Divine Nine represented. I'm funding all of this out of my back pocket. I'm not taking any outside investments. And, ooh, look at that. That's called Schwarf. It's like lint in your dryer trap. Run my thumbnail around to get all of it off. And once I've got all of it off and onto the counter, I carefully collect it into one pile, and then I wipe it on the floor. Kids, if you want to grow up and make a mess at work, you got to stay in school. I learned how to do that in college. You think you can just learn how to make a mess on your own? No, I went to college for that. So, I'm going to tuck this into the outside corner, push down at the nose. Now it snaps in the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to flip this over to the other side, L, which again stands for not right, just like me. Put the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, well actually the Carolyn. I'm going to call it the Carolyn from now on. And the green start button, just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame on the first go around. And you can see it's just tracing the shape of the left side. Ding! You may now turn the page. And then measuring the thickness of the lens at all points to know where to place the bevel for the least amount of thickness. Look at that. I used to have a flashlight. Where did I can't find it anymore. It's so small I lost it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It died. Oh, there it goes. See, you got no edge thickness. You got nothing, Carolyn. You got that? You see that? You got nothing there. No edge thickness whatsoever. All right, so pop the block off, pull the sticker away, use my hand-approved drying method for that. Place my sticker. Yeah, you think I've done a few of these? Don't worry, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna place the lens and right in front of that dot back into the lensometer to read her prescription. Again, I gotta turn the axis wheel back to 95 so I can read the spherical component, 1 1/4. Turn that back to 95. Read the power, and I am getting, let's get that flashlight back out. I'm getting -1 1/4, starting at 0, going into the minus numbers there. Her left eye will be in the black positive numbers. These are red minus numbers, delta numbers in the red, but it's at 1 1/4. Everything goes up in quarter increments in the optic world, starting at 0, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, 1 1/4. So she's on the 5th rung of a ladder. She needs 5 steps of far-sighted correction. With her glasses off, everything is, for her right eye, everything is much too large. So, looking far away, so her lenses minify. That's why there's a minus sign. It will minify to the correct size. Now, once it's the correct size, she has 3 steps of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob. Starting at 0, 90, 180, we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to just past the 90 meridian to 95. Let me check the second power. So essentially she's got -1 1/4 here. 90 degrees away she has another 3 diopters, which are steeper, 3/4 of a diopter, excuse me. And that's how we line those 2 curves up to make everything nice and crisp. So I'm going to check the second curvature, and we end up at come on flashlight. We end up at -2. How did we get there? Remember high school math, algebra? Yeah, don't worry, nobody does. Let's use today's terms. That somebody owed you $1.25, then you owed them, let them borrow another 75 cents. They would owe you $2 in the red. That's where we're at, 2 in the red. Now, let me go over here and we're going to check the left lens. I'm going to open that door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours, but then I can get it to melt. Scientists have studied that phenomena that I'm capable of doing the ice, and I can actually melt ice faster in my mind in the summertime than I can the winter. Nobody knows why. Scientists have studied it. Now, if you think you know the answer, write it down on a $100 bill and mail it to me. I'll read the answer on the air, and I'll give you credit for the correct answer. You don't even have to include your name. I'll recognize your handwriting. It's just important you write it on a $100 bill, then mail it to me. All right, so again, I have the side I'm working on closest to me. Tuck it in at the outside corner. Use my thumbs, press down at the nose. It snaps right in. Take the block off. Pull the sticker away. Use my hand-approved drying method. Step back for the 3. Oh, money right there. Add to my sticker collection. Put the lens in over that black dot. Again, the optical center. Turn the axis wheel back to 80. This is what's known as final inspection. Read the power, and I'm going to have to go back into the pluses. So here we are. The black plus is where exactly halfway between 0 and 1, because she is at plus 50. Now she has 6 steps of astigmatism correction. So again, if you had 50 cents and you owed someone $1.50, we're going to check that second curvature, and we end up at -1 in the red. That's right. So if you had 50 cents and you owed someone $1.50, you'd be at 1 in the red. So that checks out perfectly. The next thing I want to do is measure her pupillary distance. 33 for the right eye, 32.5 for the left, which makes a total of 160. No, wait, I mathed wrong. That's 65.5. So I'm going to turn the card around so you can see. I'm going to place my PD stick against my thumb on her right lens. Measure at the left, and we're getting 65.5 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. We're going to, the optical center height is 22. So from not to the bottom of the lens, but halfway into the frame, because again, the lens goes halfway into the frame. We're going to measure that. 22 millimeters. That is perfect. 22 millimeters. Man, the kit is good. So one of the last steps of final inspection. Well, actually, let me tell this that. So there's free shipping anywhere in the U.S. So, and to military bases, should any of you be serving in the military. There's all my prices, and I'll get to my prices, but they're all tax-free with free shipping anywhere in the U.S. But the last step I want to do is get the frame in standard alignment, which means a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. And 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other. And I'm no exception for that. When I take mine off and press down, mine wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. For anyone else who's from the Bull City, I've got my collection here. I've got the bull statue from downtown. I've got our hand gesture, which is the bull's horns, which essentially is this. This is something we all pose with in Durham, and that's the hands there when the temples are closed. You've got the bull's horns coming out on both sides. But I digress. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. All right, flip this over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. Now that's that. Would you like to see what other colors this frame comes in? I'm glad you asked. Now, before we get to the primary colors, as I'm sure you ladies will know, crimson and cream. Now all the frames are two-tone, so you got the crimson on the outside, the cream in the center, cream on the outside, crimson. So this way you can match with all your outfits. If you got a cream outfit you want to rock these with, you got a crimson outfit you want to rock these with, you can do that. Now all the frames are going to have the Greek letters, Delta, Sigma, Theta, on the outside of the left temple when you're wearing them. On the temple tip is an elephant. You know what that means. And on the right temple tip, I left this one plain to be a little bit more professional. In the future I may have them on both temples, but I was advised just tone it down. Don't be so out there. I've got 1913. You ladies know what that means. But when you close the temples, you've got all that represented there. And what I love most is if on the back for my social media pictures, you got the elephant in 1913 with the legs crossed like that. So these are Carolyn's distance glasses that she got. She also got a pair of reading glasses. What? That's right. I can make prescription reading glasses. If you just want over the counters, if you need a +1, 1/4, 150, 175, 2. You want me to keep going? All right, I will. 2 1/4, 250, 275, 3. What? You got more? I got some more. 3, 3 1/4, 350, 370. I'll put a 10 in there if you want to. You can be like a jeweler's loupe. You can study diamonds with a +10. So, get ready for this. The crimson and cream, cream and crimson. The rest of the colors that are here that I have are just as you see. Now, the third color is black. I've kept these clear, and I've again toned these down. You've got the Delta Sigma Theta on the temple, the elephant, and the year on every frame. But this is a little bit more toned down. I wanted a professional look for all the professional ladies out there who just didn't want something bold. If you want to represent that, you just got a little small piece. Those in the know will recognize. You can bring it up in conversation. This will be hiding behind your ears. So, but you know it's there. Now, within the frame, you can get these as clear glasses or as sunglasses. You're going to have options. I can do prescription sunglasses. If you don't wear, let's start with the people who are still 2020. The crimson glasses come with I try to find the whitest color mirror possible. This is called a silver white mirror. So you can wear these as non-prescription and to match any outfit and be cute. All of these frames start at $149 with non-prescription mirrored lenses or clear lenses. Just like the reading glasses, I can do them for $149. Carolyn got the anti-glare, my house anti-glare, which adds $44. So her total is, the frame and lens together is $149. She added the house anti-glare for $44. Her total is $193 tax-free. The reason why I'm tax-free is I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, so I do not have to charge tax on medical devices no matter what state you live in. A lot of people charge tax on glasses. I don't have to, so you can save that money and put it in your pocket. So, silver mirror on the red or clear, as you see here. The crimson come with a red mirror. Oh yeah, you're going to be cute. Don't worry, I've taken care of that. All you got to do is put them on and you're going to be cute. That's done. That's already decided. Ain't no one going to argue with you about that. But again, I can do the crimson with the clear or crimson with the red mirror. Cream with the clear. And these come in 3 sizes. 52, 55, and 58. So a small, medium, and large. Now, how do you know what these are going to feel like? This is the Ray-Ban 2132 New Wayfarer. It coincidentally comes in a 52, 55, and 58. You can go into any store in this country that sells Ray-Bans. They're going to have one of these on the shelf. Again, it is the New Wayfarer, model number 2132. You can try it on and you're going to know exactly what size and how it's going to feel when you purchase it. Now, Ray-Ban has the shield. I took that off because some people don't like that on the front. I can't blame them, so I made sure not to put that on there. The other modification that I did, Ray-Ban comes with a 3-barrel hinge. What does that mean? Good question. I'm glad you asked. This is the temple. On the temple, there's 2 barrels. There's one on the frame front. You put those together, the screw goes in there. That's 3 barrels. I went with a 7-barrel hinge. That is the strongest hinge you can put on a pair of glasses. So that's 4 on the temple, 3 on the frame front. You put that screw in there, and that is built like a tank. You can sleep on it, step on it. This is Italian acetate. This is German Monel metal. These are the highest quality ophthalmic materials you can choose. I wanted something as sturdy and well built as possible to differentiate myself from the $20 cheap readers you can find out there where looks like they were just dipped in glue and they sprinkled some red glitter on there. These are built to last. Don't be surprised if you wear these for 5 to 10 years. And again, I can mail you new lenses every time. So, the frame and lens combination for single vision. Single vision just means you need them for distance, for driving, watching TV, computer distance, or reading. I'm a licensed optician. You send me your prescription, I'll know what powers to put in there. The classic line style bifocal that our grandparents wear, and I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of people who still wear them. That is $199 complete, frame and lenses. I am wearing the invisible bifocal, the progressive lens from Zeiss. I'm going to get you, anyone out there, a premium Zeiss multifocal, progressive lens. That's at $249 complete. If you go to your doctor's office out there, most of you are going to pay more than $249 for plastic, low-budget, invisible bifocals. You're going to get a premium Zeiss polycarbonate, thinner and lighter, unbreakable lenses, 100% UV protection for $249. That's frame and lenses. What most places are going to charge you more than that just for the lens. So think of it as getting the frame for free. Now again, you can really see the 1913 on there, the elephant, the Delta Sigma Theta Greek letters. Now say, what if you want these in prescription, the mirrors? I'm glad you asked that too. So I can do the mirror coatings. This is the silver mirror that you see there, the one in the middle. I can do that in prescription. If you want a polarized gray, brown, or green underneath, when you look out, you can see one of those three colors. When people look at you, they can see the silver mirror. But on this pair, I've got the red mirror down at the bottom. So I can do that. Now, for anyone else who wants other colors, I can do a matte silver. This is the shiny silver I just showed you. Matte gold, shiny gold, matte blue, shiny blue. This is a new one they call cool blue. There's a green for when I get to AKA, and don't worry, there's a pink mirror too. The Qs are going to love this one. I'll get out my purple mirror when it's time to show you those. So if you know anyone out there who's a Q, let them know that they're available too. I'm going to start putting these out there on all my social media. I can do these with the Zeiss, the self-tinting Transitions Photo Fusion lenses from Zeiss, with the DuraVision Platinum Anti-Glare, the Blue Protect for the blue screen, DuraVision Chrome, which has a greenish hue, the DuraVision Silver, which is a silvery blue. I can do any lens combination you want. So the sky's the limit. We're building the website now. It's going to be launched tonight in time for everyone to see this video. So I believe that is it. So again, single vision lenses, $149, the line style bifocal $199 complete, frame and lenses. The invisible bifocal $249 complete, and then you can add on whatever features you want. I can do transitions gray, brown, green, and blue. I can do the extra dark gray. I can do the new transitions polarized gray. Again, I can do any of the mirror coatings. But if you have any questions, you can go to the contact us page of our website. You can email us. The website is, of course, www.d9eyewear.com. You can email us directly at d9eyewear@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at d9eyewear. You can call us at 919-590-0905 to get a live person. You can also text that number if you have any questions. We'll respond back. If you've liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you'll see more videos. Please share this video on any social media that you have with other sisters within your sorority so they can see what's available now too. And Carolyn, in my hometown of Durham, North Carolina, the Bull City, thank you so much for the purchase of the Delta Sigma Theta. Of course, it's got my d9eyewear.com. This one's called cream because I'm going with the outside color of the frame. This one, you can't even read the inside, but it does say crimson in there. The person who printed white on the inside of this needs to be fired, excuse me. I was going through puberty there. It was so good the first time, I want to do it again. But thank you for the purchase of the 2 pair of the Delta Sigma Theta frames. This is model number 1. Every 6 months I'm going to come up with a new model, so stay tuned. If you have your own frames and you just want high quality lenses, I can do that too. And again, I offer frames from Ray-Ban, Polo, Oakley, Versace, Prada, Coach, Silhouette, Cazal. You want some Cazals? I'll hook you up with prescription Cazals. I can do that too. So again, Carolyn, thank you so much for the purchase of the 2 pair. I'm going to call you tomorrow, and Carolyn can come pick these up. Everyone else, I'm going to mail these out. And I'm going to ask her real nicely if I can take her picture wearing these so we can post them on the internet. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Click on there'll be a link in the description below to anyone who wants to go straight to the website. You can click on the link up in the top left corner of the screen. It'll take you to the website as well. And now hopefully everyone else has gotten a chance to see how I bring that loving feeling back to glasses. Thank you.